Hello, everyone, and welcome. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Teresa Cantley, and I am an eternal optimist. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm also a marketing and business development strategist, and just in general, an entrepreneur coach. And I wanted to just take a couple minutes to just tell you who I am, a little bit about my story, and how I can help you moving forward. So, and in case you don't live in Pennsylvania, I live in Eastern Pennsylvania, and it's November 1st. Happy November. And this is my absolute favorite time of year. The air is just so crisp. The leaves around here are just so vibrant in color because they're changing. And when you drive going towards the Pocono Mountains, it's just amazing. I mean, the vibrant reds and orange and gold, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I get really excited because this is my favorite time of year. So anyway, again, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Teresa Cantley. And I wanted to just, like I said, I just wanted to just give you a little brief, synopsis about my story and who I am, because you're probably like, who's that girl with the big curly hair? So all my life, I have always been a free spirit. I've always been extremely creative, didn't really fit into a box. I've always been unique, always had my own style. My brother and my sister, I'm the youngest of three. My brother and my sister both knew exactly what they wanted to do when they grew up. They were very book smart. I was not. I did not like school at all. I couldn't sit still in class. I also, when I was time to study and do my homework, I was like, ugh. I just couldn't do it because my mind was constantly thinking of ideas and wanting to be creative, wanted to do different things. And, I was interested I was a dancer. I was interested in sewing. I liked going out with friends. Of course, I liked boys. So I was, kind of all over the place. And I think at times my parents didn't know what to do with me because both my brother and my sister were very much very school focused, into sports, knew what they wanted to do. So when it came time to go to look at schools and decide what I wanted to go to school for, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know what I want to go to school for. I like to sew, but I like to draw, but I also want to do something with business. What else could I do? I like art, so long story short, I ended up picking fashion design. And I switched majors, of course, because I had all these different interests. So I switched majors and ended up majoring in business. And I love people. I've always loved people. I've always been very social. So I thought business, human resources, okay, I'm helping people. I'm in business. I think I can make this work. So that's what my degree is in, human resource management. And I ended up doing nothing with it. I ended up going into a field. I started out in working for a college and working with people in the development office. And I absolutely loved that job, loved it. But I couldn't stay there because I worked there while I was still going to school, graduated, and they didn't have any positions open. So I entered corporate America. And until then, like I said, I was very free-spirited. I was very creative. I was very outside of the box. Like, loved doing different things, loved learning different things, loved to be social, loved, just kind of getting out there and living life. And when I entered into corporate America, I started to get put into a box and fit into a mold. And it worked a little bit in the beginning. And as I started going through my career, and I always had an affiliation toward, I was in business and I learned a lot about business, but then I also kind of kept going in the direction of marketing. And the as I moved through my career, I ended up working for a company, and I was there for a very, very long time in a marketing role. But the longer I was in corporate America, the more I was put into a box. And that uniqueness and that creativity and that inspiring spirit kind of kept getting squelched and squelched and squelched and squelched. And corporate America is great for some people. And I know people who absolutely love it there. But for me, every day I would get up and I would dread going to work. And I would be like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. What are people going to... I was working hours. I mean, like long hours, sometimes 60 hours a week, working weekends, working nights, and sacrificing a lot, being with friends or building relationships. I was recently divorced. I had gotten married when I was very young and gotten divorced when I was very young, so I was recently divorced. And all I knew was that I had to work. I had to make money. So then shortly later, I met my current husband. And, along the way, like we would have conversations, and I just kept saying to him, I just know there is something in my gut that's telling me that I was meant to help people on a grander scale. And I was meant to do something amazing with my life. And I just don't feel like sitting at this desk in a windowless office. Yes, there were no windows in our office. Was just not, it just wasn't working for me. And I knew that I just wanted to get out into the world and just explore and be able to be multi-passionate and tap into my creativity and just use my strengths to do amazing things and help people, do amazing things. So my friend and I were talking, and we decided to open up a retail store while we were working full time. And when we opened up the retail store, our whole vision with it was to sell handcrafted artisan accessories, jewelry, handbags, scarves, socks, belts, all that fun stuff. And for a little while, it was great. It was great to, be able to help these artisans to bring life to their vision and bring life to, get their voice out there and show people like their crafts and their things that they've created. And it felt great. It felt alive. I felt, I had something to do, that I was making a difference in the world and not feeling like I was constantly chained to my desk, working in corporate, as I was a director of marketing at that time. And then I started to kind of feel like, I'm not so sure about this retail thing. And, I love helping people, and I love having my own business. I absolutely love having my own business. But having that being confined to a space, to a retail space, and again, I was working full time, and I was doing this, and I was sacrificing, and I wasn't, during the holidays, like you're there all the time, and something just still wasn't sitting right. And then one day somebody asked me, because everything that I ended up learning, because I didn't major in marketing, everything that I ended up learning, I taught myself from scratch. So I did all kinds of different programs. I started a marketing department from scratch. The company that I worked for didn't have one, and they really needed one. So I started it from scratch and taught myself everything that I needed to know, because I didn't have anybody there to mentor me, because I didn't have anyone. So I taught myself graphic design, and I was working full time, and I had the store, and I did all the marketing for our store. People started to ask me to design logos for them. And that was the beginning. That was the beginning to really connecting to, after going through this transformation process and going from being creative and innovative and having all these amazing ideas, and then felt like I was being shrunk into a box, to back to starting to feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm breaking out of this mold and I'm able to be myself and be creative and be innovative again. And that was the beginning of becoming a marketing consultant. Was designing logos and designing postcards for people and doing people's business cards, which is like the easiest thing. But, you know, you got to start somewhere. So that was kind of the beginning. And I ended up leaving corporate America, and I had, you know, my consulting business that I was growing, and I started learning more and more and more, and I already had all this business experience, and I had this running a marketing department and managing people and systems experience, that I started just gaining more momentum, and the consulting business started to grow. And you know, one day we decided that both me and my business partner decided that we were going to close our retail store. And just, you know, it was okay, because I still had this consulting business that I was moving forward with, and that to this day I just absolutely love, and it really truly is what I am passionate about. So my goal is to share and create ideas and content and different resources that are designed to inspire you to be innovative and creative and build a business and a life that makes you want to thrive, to figure out what it is that you want to do and why you want to do it, and then help you build and bring that dream to life. So thank you for listening to my story. But now I want to hear about you, and I want to hear what your story is. So in the comments below, if you want to share a little bit about who you are and what I can do to help you, or what you're looking for, I would love to hear from you. And if you really want to, you can send me an email at teresa@teresacantley.com. And stay tuned. I've got lots of really, really amazing programs coming down the road, actually very, very shortly, on how to set your goals, figure out what your goals are, set your goals, and then create a daily to-do list to make sure that you get those goals accomplished. And then I also have another program coming out that walks you through step by step how to figure out what I just stated before, with, you know, how to figure out what you want to do and why you want to do it, and then who you want to serve, taking you through step by step. Because in my world, and I've done it throughout my entire life, I have the ability to figure things out. And in my world, and I bring this forward to anybody that I work with, anything in life is possible if you put a little creativity and a little imagination to something. You can make anything happen. So I want to help you make your dreams, and, you know, make your dreams come true, and bring your goals to life, and help you accomplish them, you know, step by step, and teach you how to do it, just like I learned how to do it. And like I said, in my world, anything is possible. Nothing is impossible. There are many hurdles that I've been through and gotten over, and times where I thought, and people actually thought, oh, she'll never do it. Guess what? I proved them wrong. So anyway, I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and share your comments below. I would love to hear them. Thank you. Take care.